The Chicago Bears beat down the Cincinnati Bengals by a final score of 27-3. So let me give you guys my 3 biggest takeaways from this game. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. It is an exciting time to be a Bears fan right now. I promise you that. You are not going to want to miss out. Daily Bears content on the channel. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's get into this. I got 3 big takeaways from this game that I want to talk about with you guys, and let's hop in. My first takeaway, and we kind of knew this already, but I feel like the second game really showed it, and that's the fact that this offense has that wow factor, that pop factor that we hadn't seen before, which is it doesn't matter if they're going through a little adversity like they did today. Any given moment, the offense can pop off and rip off a chunk play and get in the end zone. And that's mainly due to, obviously, the quarterback, Caleb Williams, and the ridiculous talent that he has, but also the talent surrounding Caleb as well, obviously with the receivers and what have you. So to me, today was a perfect example, right? 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You're struggling. You're not able to find a rhythm. You're not able to get your timing right. The communication's off. It's just not your day thus far. What happens? You keep at it, and then boom, next drive, Caleb gets a 43-yard deep shot to Tyler Scott, which would have been caught. Obviously, it was PI, and the Bears pick up a huge chunk gain. Caleb dot left sideline to Roma Dunze, 45 yards. Like, it's just huge chunk plays with the wow factor that allow you to just get back into a game like that, right? We're not dinking and dunking here 10, 12, 5, 6 yards for every play. You have the ability to take the top off a defense, and that is important because I'm telling you, you are going to have times where you struggle, the offense just not working, but when you do pop, you have the ability to get back very, very quickly. So that is the luxury that a quarterback like Caleb Williams provides for you that we didn't have before. I'm sorry, we just didn't, right? And so I love that, and we saw it on display today, and I mentioned in my recap video right after the game, I love the fact that the offense went through a little adversity because you don't want everything to just be perfect. This is the time for you to work through your struggles in the preseason so that when the regular season does come around, you're prepared for it. Takeaway number 2. Kyler Gordon is back, and he's healthy, folks. Kyler Gordon today looked like a man shot out of a cannon, especially on that sack of the quarterback, that nickel blitz that Matt Eberflus dialed up. I mean, Kyler Gordon just blew that play up like crazy, and this is the Kyler Gordon we know, right? This is the guy that we know is explosive. He's our nickel cornerback. He's the guy that can do these things. And if they're going to implement a lot of these, nickel blitzes and give Kyler Gordon and guys like him a chance to make a play, I mean, he is going to be out there making plays. And he had one heck of a game today. 2 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 1 quarterback hit. Like, Kyler Gordon is a game changer when, he is given the ability to show it. Like, he is special. So, to me, last week was about the front D-line. This week was more about the secondary, right? Because we weren't able to get any sacks, really. It was only 2. One of them was Kyler Gordon. The other one was Daniel Hardy. So last week you had a bunch of sacks, over 8. This week you have less sacks, but hey, guess what? You're still able to shut down the opposing offense because your secondary is elite, right? And so I cannot wait to see how good the secondary can be when the regular season comes around, because Kyler Gordon's a big part of this, and he showed today why he can be special when he is healthy. All that needed to happen was him to be healthy, and that's what we saw today. So that was my second takeaway. Kyler Gordon's back, and hopefully he stays healthy. And finally, takeaway number 3, there is no backup quarterback competition. I'm sorry, folks. Tyson Bagent today closed that door shut on Brett Rypien. 2 beautifully thrown balls to Dante Pettis for touchdowns. I mean, he went 7 for 8 for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tyson Bagent, the kid's talented, folks. He is talented, and I feel better when he's out there than I do with Brett Rypien. I know Brett Rypien has more experience, but that doesn't mean he's more talented than Tyson Bagent. So to me, today kind of solidified that, hey, obviously, you know, your QB1 is Caleb, but your QB2, it's Tyson Bagent. And now the question to me becomes, when we finalize the 53-man roster, are you carrying 2 or are you carrying 3 quarterbacks, right? Because today, Bagent showed why he should be the backup quarterback and will be the backup quarterback. And so, do you really want to carry 3 and add Brett Rippon to that roster and that final 53? Not really sure you want to do that, but hey, to me, today solidified it. Tyson Bagent's the guy. Those balls that he threw to Dante Pettis were fantastic. Like, beautiful placement on that. Like, the kid's talented. We saw it. Like, obviously, he's got his limitations. That's why he's a backup. But he is talented. He can make plays. And, yeah, God forbid if Caleb ever went down for, you know, a short amount of time and you need to have Tyson come in, I think he can get the job done. So, to me, I felt good about that. I'm glad he played well today. And, yeah, I think he locked up the QB2 spot. So those were my 3 main takeaways today. Obviously, there's more that we can always talk about, but as the totality of the game, those are what stood out to me. Let me know what you guys think. What stood out for you? What were your biggest takeaways? There were a couple of guys out today. Obviously, the full team wasn't healthy, and we'll see if starters even play in the 3rd preseason game. But what were your biggest takeaways? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.